Hi and welcome. This is Jared, the founder of Lotto Edge. I usually talk about scratch off games because they're the biggest selling lottery game segment in the US. But do you know on average what the second best selling game is? Now, most people would guess Powerball because it seems like we're hearing about the Powerball jackpot every time we turn on the news. But it's actually the Pick 3 game. Now, some states call it Cash 3 or some slight variation, but the premise of the game is still the same. With Pick 3, we have 3 sets of balls, and each set has a numbers balls from 0 to 9. And a single ball is selected from each set. In our example here, in set 1, we'll assume ball number 1 was selected. In set 2, it's a different set of numbers. We'll assume ball number 2 was selected. And in set 3, we're going to assume ball number 3 was selected. Now, each set, again, is independent of the other sets, so numbers can be repeated. And if we counted up all the number combinations, we would find that there's 1,000 different combinations. And that's 000, 001, and all the way up to 999. Now, real quick, let me insert a quick warning here. And at Lotto Edge, we have seen online and on social media what I'll call scammers. And they're out there trying to sell guaranteed wins for the Pick 3. And I want to tell you that those people are full of crap. If they could guarantee a hit, they wouldn't be selling you the picks. There are no guarantees of winning with the lottery. The lottery is a game of chance. And the most you can really hope for would maybe something that would give you an edge or an advantage at winning. You know, at Lotto Edge, we work mostly with scratch-off games, and we don't guarantee wins to players, but we give them an edge by knowing which games have the best odds of winning. We track odds and we track ticket sales, so players find an advantage of finding the prizes that they want to hit. But like I said, no one can guarantee any win. So if you do find someone trying to guarantee you a win on Pick 3 or any lottery game, you need to run the other direction. And I will put out there too, at Lotto Edge, we have yet to find a reliable system that could really materially improve the odds and give you an edge at hitting the Pick 3. But I'll put a challenge out to you. If you think you have a system or some way of helping you pick better numbers for the Pick 3, drop us an email. We would love to test it out. All right, let's get back to what this video is all about. And it's about the different ways that you can win with the Pick 3. All right, the most well-known and is probably the straight or exact is what most states call it. And in this case, you may have numbers like 1, 2, 3. And if your lottery draws those numbers 1, 2, 3 in that exact order, you win. You just hit odds of 1 in 1,000, and for a $1 bet, you'd win about $500. And I say about because each state's different, but on average, we've seen a winning prize of this type would be about $500. Just make sure to check your lottery for what the exact prizes would be. So any other numbers that would come out in the drawing, your ticket would be a loser. Now, a lot of states also offer what is known as a box or any play type. And what that means is your numbers can come out in any order. They don't have to be exactly as drawn. Now, of course, you have to select the any order play type when you initially buy your ticket. Now, I'll also add that there's 2 different payout types within any play type. And why is that? So the first one is called a 6-way. And with a 6-way, our playing numbers have 3 different numbers. And in this case, we're going to use 1, 2, 3. And what that does is it gives us 6 possible winning combinations for us to win. And if any one of those 6 winning draw combinations comes out, we're a winner. So because there's 6 different combinations, the odds of hitting are 1 in 167. And the lottery will pay out on average about $80 for hitting this 6-way. Now, we also have a 3-way. A 3-way is when your play ticket has 2 numbers that are the same. In this case, our ticket has 113. And because we have 2 numbers that are the same, there's only 3 possible winning combinations. And those 3 ways of winning give us odds of 1 in 333. So if any one of those 3 winning combinations comes out, we're going to hit a prize of about $160. All right, we're now going to get into a few more advanced play types, and we would typically recommend sticking with the exact or any play types when you first start out. And that's not because the other play types are harder, it's just easier to forget what you're checking your ticket for. Now, of course, we always recommend to players use your state's app to check your tickets for winners, and it's just a good practice no matter what you're playing. All right, the next method of playing is really a mix of the exact and any play types, and it's often called 50-50. Now with 50-50, a $1 bet, it's actually spread out across two different bets, and it will be placing 50 cents on an exact bet and 50 cents on an any bet. So you're playing both types. Now the beauty here is if you hit the exact, you're also going to get paid out on the any. All right, let's take a look here first at a six-way. So again, a six-way is our ticket has three different numbers. So that gives us 6 ways of winning, 6 winning combinations. So if we were to hit any one of those 6 winning combinations, in this case here, we would win $40 for hitting the any. And you'll quickly notice that this is half the amount that we saw previously when we hit an any type bet. And that's because remember, our $1 bet was spread out over the exact and any. So we're only playing 50 cents on any and 50 cents on exact. But previously we were putting our $1 completely on the any or completely on the exact. So in this case though, if we were to hit exactly, so 1, 2, 3, we're going to get paid out that $40 on the any, plus we're going to get $250 for hitting exact. So the exact will give us a total payout of $290. Let's take a look at a 50-50 for a three-way. Again, a three-way is if we have 2 numbers on our ticket that are the same. So in this case, 1, 1, 3. And with a three-way, we have 3 ways of winning or 3 winning combinations. So if any of those 3 combinations hit, we would win $80 for that winning combination. And if we happen to hit it exact, 1, 1, 3, we're going to win a total of $330. And what that breaks down to is $80 for hitting the ante and $250 for hitting it exact for the total of $330. All right, our next play types is something that some states offer that's called pairs. You could have front pairs, back pairs, or even split pairs. And here what you're trying to do is match 2 numbers. So for a front pair, you want to match the first 2 numbers. The back pair match the second and third number, and a split pair, you're matching only the first and third number and ignoring that middle number. So with any of these pairs, you actually have 10 possible ways of winning. And let me show you how that works. So with the front pair, we have to match the first 2 numbers exactly. So 1 and 2. That third number doesn't matter. It could be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. As long as the first 2 numbers are 1, 2, we have a winner. So because there's 10 different combinations for that third number, that's how we have 10 different possible winning combinations. Same thing with the back pair. We don't care what that first number is. It could be 0 through 9, as long as the second and third number in exact order are the 2 and the 3. And same thing with split. We want the first and the third number to match exact, and we don't care what that third number is. So because there's 10 winning combinations, the odds of hitting a pair are 1 in 100, and it's going to pay out around $50. I mean, this is really basically playing a pick 2 game at this point, which is a game some states do offer. So the last play type I'm going to talk about is called wheels or combos. And this is where a straight bet is placed on every possible 3-digit combination of our numbers. And so something important to point out here is the ticket price is going to increase because we're not spreading our dollar bet over all these combinations. We're actually placing a dollar bet on each combination. So let me give you an example here. Let's assume our original number is the 1, 2, 3. So there's 6 possible combinations of those 3 numbers. So with a wheel or combo bet, we would be placing a $1 bet on each of those combinations for a total cost of $6. Now, if any of those combinations hit, we're going to get paid out $500 for that exact hit. All right, let's take a look at a wheel combo with a 3-way. Again, our 3-way, we have 2 numbers that are the same. So in this case, let's say our original numbers were 1, 1, 3. And now there's 3 possible combinations. So we're going to be placing a $1 bet on each of those combinations for a total cost of $3. Now, if any of those 3 combinations hit, we're going to get paid out our $500 exact prize. All right, there's one more thing I want to mention when it comes to pick 3 games, and that is an add-on feature that many states are rolling out called Fireball. Now, the Fireball option is going to double the price of your play ticket, but what happens is an extra ball is drawn, and that ball is drawn from a completely separate pool of balls, and that Fireball number can actually be used to replace any of the drawn numbers, which gives you more possible winning combinations. So there's a lot of confusion around how to apply Fireball. So let me give you an example here. Let's assume the lottery drew numbers, winning numbers of 3, 2, 1, and had a Fireball of 9. So depending on your play type, whether you played exact or any or 50-50 or pairs, 3, 2, 1 is going to pay out if you hit that normally. With Fireball, if you added on that option, the 9 in this case could be used to sub out for the 3, creating a new combination of 9, 2, 1. It also created winning combination of 3, 9, 1, as well as 3, 2, 9. As you can see, that 9 can be swapped out for any one of those winning draw numbers. So the payouts and the odds are going to vary because it depends on the play type you chose. Did you choose an exact, an any, or a 50-50? And the prize payouts are going to be less than if you played it exactly. They're usually a fraction of what you would get if you just played, hit an exact on its own or hit an any on its own. So make sure you check your state's payout for Fireball just to make sure you know what the odds and the prizes are. Now, one thing a lot of players mistakenly think with Fireball is that the Fireball number can change the numbers on your printed ticket, and that's not the case. The Fireball number can only replace the winning draw numbers, not the numbers on your ticket. All right, so with anything, make sure to check the rules in your state. We're sharing today different playing types and payouts, but they can vary state to state. So make sure you check your state. But we hope this helped you to better understand the Pick 3 and especially understand the Fireball. Thanks for tuning in, and good luck.